Hello, welcome to episode 285 of the Epic Film Challenge, and this was number 9 in my 24-hour movie marathon. It was made 110 years ago, and it is called A Trip to the Moon. It's a French film, and it's basically the blueprint for science fiction films. It was, it pretty much is the first ever science fiction film, or at least the first well-known one. It's only about 15 minutes long, a bit shorter because back then the frame rate was slightly different, so it was a lot faster. But they have different frame rate versions of it, so it's a bit longer and stuff. But I really enjoyed this. I mean, it's a silent film, obviously, and it's just about people getting shot out of a rocket onto the moon. They get out, encounter some aliens, and then they come back to Earth. And it's that famous shot of the moon with a guy's face, basically with cream on it, You might think of the Mighty Boosh when you see that. And then the rocket goes in his eye, and it's just the classic imagery. And you just got to marvel at it. 110 years old, and the creative stuff that they were doing. It was made by George Méliès, who features very prominently in the film Hugo, which is why I decided to watch this. I'm not going to say, oh, I knew about Trip to the Moon before Hugo. No, that's the only reason I knew it, because of, although I knew of that image of the moon face, because it's such an iconic image. I knew of that, but I didn't know anything about the film itself. There's some great stuff in this involving cutting, jump cutting, and I know that this is what George Méliès used to do. He used to take the literal strip of film. He would cut it, and then just cut out a bit of the film, tape it together, so that basically he jump cuts the film. And he would do this with effect. And there's this great bit in the film where they fall into this cave on the moon, and a guy takes his umbrella out, and he puts his umbrella down, and the umbrella turns into a big mushroom. And you can tell where they've cut it, and that all the actors kind of just stop. And they just wait there for him to restart the camera again. They've moved slightly, and they do that again with characters vanishing and stuff, and it's brilliant. I love it. It's just ingenious, and I really appreciate the craft that goes into stuff like that. And I really would like to get this on Blu-ray. It was just released in America on Blu-ray in a nice steelbook with the original black and white copy of the film and the hand-coloured version of the film. They had a colour version of the film where they actually, again, hand-coloured every single frame of the film. So I'd love to see that, and there's a documentary on there as well, but it's only region A, so it's only available in America. Hopefully there'll be a French version, because I'll be able to buy that, although I don't know if it would have English subtitles. Well, it's English subtitles, it's a silent film, what am I talking about? But I really want to get that. It looks really cool. But I just watched this on YouTube, so that's another first for the Epic Film Challenge. We've done we've done Blu-ray, DVD, VHS now. You watching the film on YouTube. Recently, The Lady Vanishes a few episodes ago. I actually watched on a 2-inch screen on my MP3 player. I forgot to mention. So yeah, it's been very cool watching all these films in lots of different ways. But yeah, I would give A Trip to the Moon about 7 out of 10. You can't really rate it. I mean, it is a short film, but I actually really enjoyed it, and probably because it was short, if it went on even longer, it would probably get a bit tiresome. But I really appreciate the craft that goes into films like that, and for me, I'd give it about 7 out of 10, I guess. And it's a very important film in cinema history, so maybe I should rate it higher, but it's not a film I'm going to watch over and over again, I guess. I don't know. I'll just give it a 7 for now. That does feel bad that I'm doing that, but these ratings aren't that serious. Who really gives a crap about them? I don't really. I only ever fret when I give a film 10 out of 10, like say Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Like early on in this Epic Film Challenge, I gave Rise of the Planet of the Apes a 10 out of 10, and then I realised that a few episodes earlier I only gave The Colour Purple a 9.5, and I thought, The Colour Purple is better than The Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and I was like, okay, Colour Purple is 10, and I just, I take them too seriously, but not at the same time. I don't know, I'm weird, very, very weird, messed up in the head, and I like rating things, but then, so many things to take into account, Shall I rate it on its historical importance? Shall I rate it on how much I enjoyed it, 7 out of 10, I'm going to stick with that, I'm going to stick to my guns. Trip to the Moon, thanks for watching.